it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, let's go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, let's go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, let's go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, let's go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that, time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel, you're grinding that. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a beast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe down with the game now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just the heel. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, let's go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, let's go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, middle.
Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
At the 39-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off, but pretty decent gain.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's good.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Jackson. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
So there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Micah Fitzpatrick. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10,
you know I
and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kalen Ballage, 94 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. That one good for 26 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. They're facing a tough spot. 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's taken in by Duvernay. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A gain of 14.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They run it with Balaj. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's McDonald to throw. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
38-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Tyson Alualu coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep to return is Cyrus Jones. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run to Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Ravens 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. taken about 7 yards deep.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, McDonald. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They go play action with McDonald. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
6-yard line.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Got an open man. It's Washington. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, this will be McFarland. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's McDonald. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. fumble, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On 2nd down, Dobbins, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll go again with Dobbins, and he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force him up.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Lamar Jackson.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Point after.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Ravens 7. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. 76 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra.
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start on the ground with Ballage, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun, McDonald. He's got a man, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back now in Baltimore. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. first carry for James Conner. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
James Conner, the ball carrier.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 23. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Steeler first down.
That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Smith-Schuster.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Chase Claypool, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Number 13.
James Washington. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Ravens 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Touchdown, Ravens. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
First down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. McDonald sets to throw. They'll set up the screen to Ballage. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. On the move to his left. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Chris Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance. It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back. Check 99. Check 99.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jackson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Steelers 42, Ravens 28.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 44 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. One last shot for Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Got some room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line.
Today's final score, Steelers 49.
Help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different.
So for Pittsburgh, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.